Hello and welcome to my blog. Today we are going to discuss about US-Pakistan time-tested frenemies. Well, the reason why we are going to discuss it about today is about the most recent tweet by Mr. Donald Trump about Pakistan, in which he has threatened to cut aid to Pakistan. In his tweet of the year 2018, he stated, and I quote, the United States has foolishly given Pakistan more than 33 billion US dollars in aid over the last 15 years, and they have given us nothing but lies and deceit, thinking of our leaders as fools. They give safe havens to the terrorists we hunt in Afghanistan with little help, no more. So, what was the reason why Mr. Donald Trump had to tweet, and what are the significance of his tweet in the year 2018, and especially in the beginning of the year 2018? Basically, there was also recently, last I guess in 2017, there was also a policy statement and policy paper which the Trump's administration has had issued in his policy towards South Asia region, where they had openly and bluntly criticized Pakistan for their lack of support, lack of their actions in fighting the Taliban network, and to be precise, the Haqqani network. So today I'm also going to discuss about like what exactly is going on in Washington, and especially under the recent Trump's administration. So I would also like to quote here a very important statement by Mr. McMaster, who is the National Security Advisor of United States of America, in which he quoted, and I state, Pakistan's behavior in that and continues to provide support for these groups. It goes after terrorist insurgent groups, rarely, very selectively, and use others as an arm of their foreign policy. And our relationship with Pakistan can no longer bear the weight of contradiction. So, how does Pakistan see this whole scenario? Why the US has been accusing Pakistan of playing double games? Why the policy of carrot and sticks is not been successful so far? So I believe in order to answer all these questions, one need to understand the regional security dynamics of South Asia region. As we know, that unfortunately Pakistan has also been added to a special watch list by Mr. Rex Tillerson this last Thursday, and this list is dedicated to those countries which are accused for severe violations of religious freedoms. So where this feud is going to lead us to? Why the US-Pakistan relationships are at worst right now? So I would also like to little bit go into the background of our relationships. For us, US is an important strategic partner, a very important ally. For Pakistan, Pakistan has always supported United States of America in its fight against terror, the one so-called which started at post 9/11. Pakistan also played a significant role in maintaining peace and stability in Afghanistan and in the region. Pakistan has also supported United States in its Afghanistan war, and but also in the meanwhile, the one more important point which I want to mention here is what is the difference right now between the Obama administration and the Trump's administration. And when I compare both administrations, as we know, under the Obama administration, the carrot and stick formulas was very obvious in policy in Washington. The Obama administration was also had been putting its pressure on Pakistan, but at the same time, they at least acknowledged the sacrifices made by Pakistan. But at the same time, unfortunately, sometimes we also ignored from our military and political establishment. They also ignored the so-called drone strikes in Pakistan, which killed thousands and thousands of our civilians casualties in return of aid, the so-called $33 billion aid in terms of, they call it as coalition support fund. So I will tell you, like, I would like to emphasize exactly like what is significance of this Trump's trade. Number one, of course, the timings, the trade timings in the beginning of year 2018. It explains itself like how important the U.S. Pakistan relationships are, and also it is aimed to design the public shaming for Pakistan, and also no one, at least, and no one also in Washington believes, or at least they're not ready to support the Pakistan's role or Pakistan's actions in fighting against terrorism. So what exactly my take is on this whole scenario. So I would like to quote our Foreign Minister, Mr. Khaja Asif, in which he stated, and I quote, "We have already said no more to the Americans, so the Trump's no more is of no more importance now." So my take, number one, I would like to say that US Pakistan, along with the regional players in the region, they can play a very important role in maintaining regional stability and peace. We are not going to follow any more carrots and sticks formula, because this is not applicable anymore. Also, Pakistan is, we are ready. We have also a 20 points national action plan in progress, in action right now. US government needs to realize and recognize that. Also, we also acknowledge that US needs Pakistan to achieve its military and strategic goals in Afghanistan, and Pakistani government is, obviously, we are ready to cooperate with the United States. At each level, there are currently over 16,000 US soldiers in Afghanistan, so we are definitely willing to help them. We are definitely willing to provide our support. So, and also alienating Pakistan could also make the country unstable. And lastly, I would like to emphasize, or I would like to mention here, that Pakistan would like to see US succeed in Afghanistan, but US must understand the regional security dynamics and regional competitiveness. We are a country of over 200 million population with 65% of youth. We are a nuclear capable state. We are in pursuit of our national interests. We do not need dictation from anybody. However, as an important member of United Nations, of international community, we are ready to cooperate with United States. And also, I would like to emphasize that the negative role of India in destabilizing the region by its involvement in Afghanistan should not be left unnoticed. One must also understand that. And also, again, Pakistan is neither playing a double games, nor we are here to destabilize the region. We are the part of region, and we want to maintain good relationship with our neighbors within the region and internationally. So we want to cooperate with the United States of America. And also, from the Pakistani side, I would also urge my government, the Pakistani government, to stop its denial stance of safe havens. If there are no good Talibans or bad Talibans, we should always go after each and every Taliban, no matter what. We should not use them or keep them as a tool of our defense, because at the end of the day, we have observed it turns against us. And also, lastly, I would like to emphasize that we do not need a security, as also it is also a statement from our military establishment, that we do not need a security guarantee from anyone. We are a responsible nation, and we will continue our role in establishing peace in the region. So to summarize today's vlog, let me state that any punitive American response would risk US-Pakistan relationships, shutting down NATO supply lines, suspending intelligence cooperation, and that can also undercut Washington's own interests. Thank you so very much.